Hi, this is Casey,
This is Hillbilly.
and this is Podcast from the Pit. Uh, just us today. I
Yep.
hope you're not disappointed. No guests, no Matt. He had to work today, but we still wanted to get together and talk. We hope you enjoyed anyway, because me and Hillbilly live like 5 hours apart, so this is the only time we see each other. So we want to do it anyway.
And even if we don't have something major to talk about, this is still fun. We're talking
Right?
about Joe's.
Yeah, mostly Joe's.
Yeah, or whatever else comes up.
Right, but we'll start off like 9 times out of 10 when you do. We'll talk about what we got in. Do you
Yep.
want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You go ahead.
All right, my list is probably shorter. All right, got a couple things off eBay this week. They're not Joe's, but I'm excited for them. I got an old Doctor Who figure.
Oh, that's cool. So, who's that?
What they are, they're a living plastic. Uh, it's
Okay.
kind of hard to explain. They're controlled by some consciousness, and they were. This is from the original series shows, but they also, when they rebooted them, they did them again. They were really cool. But I got this one really cheap on eBay. I didn't have them, and I really like them, so I got him. And from the new series, I finally got me a Clara.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's a companion of Matt Smith last year, and I think 2 years of Peter Capaldi's.
So,
But
is that articulated any or?
yeah, they're good figures. Got the
Oh, that's cool.
bends from the hands, head. They're not. She's got a little less because of the waist.
Uh-huh.
But I'd say they're probably like a. They're not 5 POA. They're probably more like a 10 POA by the time you
So,
get all done with them.
how tall? Like 6 inch?
Five, a little over five.
Okay.
So they're less
Hmm.
bulky too.
I see possibilities with that.
But I was so excited for those, and I only got one more thing. Got my friend
Oh,
Hillbilly. This will be in the
oh,
mail this week, buddy.
dude, I'm so
Told you to
excited.
get over there. Yeah, no, they
I'm
still have
not
about three
waiting.
of them. They had three left, so I got you one.
I appreciate it. I have not seen well, I've not been to a Target. Target here, I got to drive to Charleston to get to a Target, and that's close to an hour away from me. So,
Yeah, if I jump in a car, it's 2 minutes.
well, where I live, everything's over an hour from me. So,
Yeah.
but
Well, I'm glad I was able to get it for you.
I appreciate that. So,
No problem.
you got anything else?
No, I got a thing from Hasbro Pulse saying that the Hiss is getting ready to ship. So that
Sweet.
means as soon as I get it, I ship it off to Hans.
Oh, I bet he's gonna be tickled plumb to death to get that.
Yeah, I'm so happy that I could help him out with that because he wanted it so much more than I did.
He,
I mean, it's cool, but I don't
yeah,
have the room for it.
I understand. That's
And
I was
when you can
I was
help a fellow collector
yep.
get something he can't get, that's a good feeling.
Yeah. I mean, like I was gonna get a flag one time, trading my comic books for it. My wife's like, "Where are you gonna put it?" I said, "Living room." She said, "No." So no flag. But
Yeah, I had to build a whole space for my flag.
so and then at Paracon about went nuts and bought the um terror drone.
Terradrome,
Yeah,
which is a lot smaller. I put it next to my flag. It looks tiny.
really.
Yeah,
So I I went to quite possibly the absolute coolest store in my neck of the woods yesterday. Went to Parkersburg, West Virginia, Grand Central Mall. This little store in the middle of the mall in a little kiosk called Classic Plastic.
It's a great
Uh,
name.
oh, they've got some classics. They've got they had an arcade whenever they was in their storefront,
Hmm.
and they had all the classic games. They had Donkey Kong and Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. But yesterday I went in there, and I'm a sucker for minifigs. So I didn't have a Han Solo or a classic Han Solo.
Nice.
So I got him. And then for a friend of mine that doesn't know he's getting it yet, I got the red armed C3PO.
Yep.
Um, he'll find that on his desk this week at work. And they had a little box of figures, and I got Whisp- Whispering Willie from the core. So I they had a box of core figures. I think they said for $4 a piece. And it was like a tub about this big around, square, and about that deep, just full of them. And this guy is like he's never been played with. He is tight. I'm so tight I'm scared to bend him. I'm afraid to break him. And I walked on in deeper, and I knew I said I was going to go small. I found
He,
this.
he's hard to pass up. He's a great figure.
There's only one thing I don't like about him. Tip of that error.
That's all their weapons now. It,
Yeah.
it's so annoying.
The little machine gun on his back, that's not
Hmm.
bad. That's pretty decent shape. I thought I lost the magazine because that stupid little paper bag, and I put the put on his back rebreather, and I was like, "Oh no, where's his magazine at?" My wife's like, "What?" And I'm panicking, and I found it the in the bag. But so I'm looking through. They have a case of GI Joes. That's what they had the Whispering Willie in, and I'm looking, and I see a grill. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Version one, rock and roll,
Nice. All thumbs.
all thumbs, all man bits. There's just a little bit of paint rub. You probably can't see it right here on his elbow, right tip of my finger.
What are they? 41 years old now. It's going to have a
Yeah,
little bit of paint rub.
yeah, and
You
he
you
is
got his
so.
helmet too.
No, I need his helmet and I need the bipod.
All right, I
Which,
might have an extra helmet. I'll send you.
well,
I'll
I
find it.
appreciate I appreciate that. I'm thinking if I can't find one soon, Joe Fest.
Yeah, but if I got one, I
Yeah,
could just throw it in a package with the Flint.
but man, I never thought in 100 years I would find this guy. I seen him. They had an amazing price on him, and I couldn't pass him up. I
Right.
couldn't. Um, if you're in the Parkersburg area, stop in there. Grand Central Mall, they're great people. Um, they're they're almost at the end or almost at one end of the mall. I can't it's hard to describe it unless you've
Right.
been there. But it's one level mall. You don't have to go upstairs, no escalators. But they had so much stuff. They have NECA figures, they have pops, they have art or Atari games, I believe they had, and Sega games, controllers. They've got everything. They've got Power Rangers. They've even got Exo Squad figures and the mechs. So, I mean, that's my favorite place to shop for figures. Um, it They blow me away. It's
'Cause-
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying that the little shops like that are I love. If
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a toy, I want to buy it from them.
Yep. And if I'm going to buy, like, I've got so much stuff from them that it's hard for me to pass up on stuff from them. And the last thing of the week, I was panicking Friday. I was like, oh, shoot, I ain't got nothing new this week. So I'm a sucker for the world's smallest boxes, blind boxes. I, I'm getting to where I can pick the box up and shake it and tell if it's going to be something decent or if it's going to be something great. So I picked one box up and I shook it, and nothing. It kind of rattled around a little bit. I was like, okay, I'll put that in my box, in my buggy. And I picked another one up and I shook it, and I mean, it really rattled. I was like, that's a barrel of monkeys. Lo and behold, the world's smallest barrel of monkeys. The top screws off, and these little buggers are just itty bitty.
Yeah, they're tiny.
I've never played Barrel of Monkeys, so I need to read up on how to play it and then play it.
Yeah. I had them as a kid. I don't think we ever played a game. We just kind of looped them together. And
Yeah, that that's probably what's going to happen. Hillbilly's liable to have some adventures with them, but, but that's what I got. And you know that store, they had a storefront, and they had to leave it, and now they're out in the middle of the mall. So I'm just I just want, if you got a chance and you're in the Parkersburg area, Vienna, Parkersburg, Vienna area in West Virginia. No, Vienna is not where they make the sausages. Um, Stop in Grand Central Mall, go in, and tell them that you want to check out what they got. They had NECA King Kong figures.
yeah.
They had all
Do they
kinds of
do
stuff.
any online?
I think they have an online store. I need to check in on that. And they do have an online, but I don't know if they do shipping. I don't know if
Right.
it's. They have two locations. They have one, I think it's in Akron or Canton, and then one in Vienna in the Grand Central Mall. So, but they're great people. I mean, can't beat them with a stick.
Yeah, if you're going to buy toys, buy them from nice people.
Yeah. If something happens to them, I'm going to be out of luck because there's nowhere else. There's one other place, but it's a place that I will not name. Uh, Stealing from Ryan, but it's just these are great people. I mean, they're always friendly. I've done trades with them. Right now, they're not able to trade because of their lack of space,
Right.
but they're awesome people.
Well, that's good. Hope good things for them. I hope they keep rolling. Uh,
Yeah,
we need good toy stores. I was at two yesterday.
I was at one, and I did. My wife generally has to drag me out of there kicking and screaming. So, but they're awesome place.
So what else is going on with Hillbilly?
Uh, well, I have a special shout out for my favorite nephew.
Okay.
He's also my only nephew, Nathan. If you're watching, I keep telling him I'm going to shout him out and tell him he needs to watch. And he's a pretty cool kid for my nephew. So, but I've been seeing uh, people are getting their chuckles in. Let me see what else have I been seeing coming in. Uh,
Shooter's in.
shoot, yes, that shooter looks
She's
good.
she is good. Yeah, I showed her off last week, I think, but I got her out of the package now, and she's honestly it's a beautiful figure.
Yeah. Let me see. Uh, Morphonauts has kicked off their Kickstarter this week, and they're like 30% through it.
Hmm.
So they're cooking. Uh, Still can't wait to see from Ken's
Oh
toy
my
line.
goodness, yes, I cannot wait for that.
I keep
I
forgetting what
It's called Delta 17.
yes.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. I'll show you something.
All right. But yeah, if you get a chance, stop in at those places that we was talking about. If you know a good toy store and want to share it, put it down in the comments. It We always like checking out stuff like that.
Yeah, speaking of Delta 17, I was talking to Matt at work last week, I think, and we're thinking about making some vehicles for call sign longbow,
Yeah.
Delta 17, and all that. So my wife bought me this.
Holy cats!
Yeah, it's just a $5 helicopter from a dollar store. It's gonna paint it up and everything. I don't know if it's gonna be for the good guys or the bad guys or for longbow or for Delta
Right.
17, but thinking of just world build. They
Yeah.
give us the stuff you know to make our own head cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, for $5, it's a nice little helicopter. It'll hold
Yeah.
one.
And Walmart has in like the Hot Wheels aisles at my Walmart, they have these trucks that come with like little 3 and 3/4 inch action figures, and they have trailers and side by sides and four wheelers. They're like hunting stuff and outdoor stuff, and
Oh, nice.
those would be great for customization because you've never seen a pickup truck in GI Joe or Delta 17 or
Right.
and there's another I think Tractor Supply has like Bobcats maybe for the 3 and 3/4 inch Joes
Oh, that'd be
size
cool.
figures. So you can always get a Bobcat and maybe mount a missile rack from something on it. And
Yeah, I've got a store that has a bunch of GI Joe vehicle parts all
uh,
sorted out. So I was thinking about modding this out a little bit, make it look cooler because the
yeah,
yellow missiles aren't going to work on them.
no, you could get some like blaze orange spray paint. Maybe
Yeah,
hit
yeah,
them with
I'm definitely going to spray paint it. I don't know if
yeah.
I'm going to go black or try to. It just depends on who I want to give it to.
Ooh, you could do black with yellow cones with smiley faces on the ends of the cones.
Yeah,
And have a nice day written down the side of it. But yeah, there's Walmart and Tractor Supply have some amazing stuff out. I'm gonna have to actually break down and buy some of it because having a truck like that, like a Silverado or a Ram, that would be kind of cool for your Joes to pile in, and you could even battle damage it up.
yeah.
So
I got a pickup truck from the Jurassic Park line that would be perfect for it.
yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do out there. And if I think they even have some at Tractor Supply that have horses, like horse trailers. So I
Hmm.
mean, you can do anything you want. You just got to world build and have fun and get at it. Get in there and get your hands dirty.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Maybe save a little money, just mod out some of these cheaper toys.
Yeah, I finished up the bear I got from Morphinauts, and I don't have it here with me, but I I guess I'm gonna, as much as it pains me, I'm gonna be mailing it out this week.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it. Hold on a second. I will be right back. I gotta show you this
Okay.
off.
I hope everybody else got some nice stuff this week.
And I am back. So the joints are a little tough on it, but
It
it's
looks
not.
really good.
Well, thank you. My camera's not the greatest.
Yeah,
I
mine
gotta
neither.
figure out where my camera's at. But man, this is going to be hard to part with. So, but that's all I've got this week. Got in. Um, so
Well, we do have a couple great guests lined up. I don't want to say who or when until everything's locked in, but they will be fun conversations.
yeah,
A couple great guys.
and we had one today that had a medical emergency, so he wasn't able to make it. So I'm
So,
praying for him. I hope all's well for him.
me too.
So
Well, we knew today was going to be a shorter episode. Do you have anything else you want to talk about, or
that is all I've got, unless unless Hasbro releases a 1/6 scale flag in Terror Droom in the next 5 seconds.
I'll tell you, some people keep talking about wanting a classified flag, and I'm like, you don't want one.
No, no, it would be so small, so huge. I mean, I was going to say small, but that thing would be so huge.
Yeah, I struggle to have my, you know, 3 3/4 flag out.
Yeah, and they even had to downsize that one
Yes,
because if they would actually made it 3 3/4 scale, it'd have been 10 foot long or better. So
yeah. So I, I mean, it would probably look really great, but very impractical.
yeah, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'd like to see it,
Yeah,
but I got no place for it. And
no,
at that price point, my wife would not let me buy it.
no. My wife wouldn't even let me look at it. So Classic
All right.
Plastic had a flag in there a year in her shop a year or so ago, and a friend of mine was working in there, and he's like, "We do layaway." And I went to my wife. I was like, "Shannon," I was like, "Have I ever told you you are like you are the greatest wife a man could have, and that you're compassionate and loving and kind and caring?" And she's like, "What are you wanting?" And I said, "The flag." She said, "How much is it?" I said, 1,500. I said, "They do layaway." She said, "No." She didn't. I was like, "Can you at least think about it? Take a second to think about it." And she thought for a second. She goes, "Still no." I was like, "Oh,
Well, I got a good deal on mine, or I wouldn't have one.
yeah." And it's like this, the rock and roll. I got a great deal on him, or I'd have never got
Great
him.
deal. Yep.
So
So
support your
you're
small.
knocking out. Yeah, you're knocking out some of these OG 13s.
Yep, yep. I'm cranking them down. So please just support your small stores also. I mean, they may not be the big ones and they may not be the greatest thing you've ever seen, but sometimes local stores and your small stores have better deals than what the big boys have.
Oh yeah. All right.
So,
Well, feels like we're running out of stuff to talk about.
yes, sir.
Uh, Hopefully, we'll have a guest next week, and when I get that confirmed, I will post it to Instagram.
Okay.
But I hope everybody has a great week and stay safe, and we'll see you in a week.
All right. Y'all have a great week.